Hey guys, Mr. Your Loser Duh here. I apologize it's rather late, but I finally was able to get my zombie deck done. Brief information, this is a multiplayer deck. So all you guys that are like, don't run that card, don't run that card. Well, this is multiplayer like I said. So it's not designed to hold its own by itself. I mean it is, but it's more designed as a multiplayer deck. As you can see, this is my newest custom mat. I do make custom mats if you're interested. I do charge, but that's negotiable. So if you like the design, just PM me with a design that you'd like and I can work on it. But first, this is, like I said, my black-green zombie token deck. So as with any standard zombie deck, we run 4 grave crawlers. Basically kind of, you know, the basic grave crawler. It's cheap, it's a 1-drop. It comes back from the grave. Go figure. We run 3 digraphs. I know you should run 4. It's a good 1-dropper. Yeah, it is a good 1-dropper, but it comes in tapped. As much as I like that's 2/2 for 1, I don't like that it comes in tapped. Especially in a multiplayer environment where things can get really out of hand. You kind of want that creature there that can just go there. It's mainly there just because it's a zombie. 3 Gate Creeper Vines. The idea of the deck is mana ramp. Get as much mana to play the Ace deck card, which I'm pretty sure you may be able to know. But this is a defender, and when it enters the battlefield, you can search your library for a basic land or a gate card and reveal it. Basically a rampant growth, except it doesn't come onto the field. So, just a nice little 2-drop searcher thingy. Like I said, this is a token deck, so I run creature or cards that can produce tokens. 1 Skirstag High Priest, Morbid, good 2-drop. Can get out of hand really quickly, especially in a token deck with those 5/5 flyers. That's why I didn't want to run a whole lot of digraphs, just because, you know, it comes into play tapped, and you need tapped creatures. And Wake Dancer, if a creature died, she comes in and gives you a 2/2 zombie. So I like that. And some of the spells, the ace of the deck, the reason why this deck is so fun, at least in my opinion, is this card, Parallel Lives. I run 3. I mean, if it's the ace, why aren't you running 4? Well, you'll see here in a little bit. This is pretty awesome. It doubles, or if an effect would put 1 or more tokens onto the field, this puts double it, and they stack. So Wake Dancer comes in, puts a 2/2 on the field. This doubles it to 2. If you have another one, doubles it to 4. So Parallel Lives is kind of the awesome, mega awesome kind of thing here. And then some more mana search, Caravan Vigil. So this is pretty awesome. Morbid lets you search for a basic land, put it in your hand, which aids with deck thinning. And Morbid effect, if a creature died, then you can put it right onto the field. Then we have 3 Abundant Growths, just kind of for mana fixing and draw. And then 2 Cremates, kind of random card, but it exiles a card from a graveyard and then you lets you draw. I mainly run it just for the draw effect. Same reason I kind of run 1 Sign in Blood, just because Sign in Blood gives you that too. Some more mana and deck thinnings. Seek the Horizon lets you search out for 3 basic lands, so kind of thins your deck out late game. 2 Vile Rebirths lets you exile target card, and you get to put a 2/2 black zombie on the field, which is great because sometimes I can double it. And then 2 Altar's Reap, just to help trigger Morbid and get that. 1 second, I shouldn't run a foil, should I? Anyway, just to help trigger that Morbid and lets you draw. Yeah, I really shouldn't run that as a foil. 2 Druid's Deliverance. It's basically a fog that lets you populate, and in a deck like this, populating is really fun. because Parallel Lives puts 2 tokens instead of 1. So combining that with the freaking 5/5 flyers and just a mana bloom. It's good mana fixing, but with as much search, I really don't need it. I mean, I do, but at the same time, it's just really bleh kind of card. That's why I'm only running 1. I haven't had a chance to test it out yet, but just thinking about it kind of makes it bleh. And then 1 Treasure Find basically lets me return a card from my graveyard to my hand. You know, Parallel Lives gets destroyed or something like that. Debating between this or a Golgari Charm. I have a few of them side decked, and it's just different things like that. Just some removal. I mean, it wouldn't be a black deck without removal. 2 ultimate price. This is standard multiplayer, by the way. And then some token or some cards to help produce zombie tokens. 3 Moon in the Unhallowed, and it's got a nice little flashback. And with as much ramp as this has, I can generally make it work good. And the reason why this has so much ramp is because the win condition of this deck is Army of the Damned. And so the idea was to thin the deck out by getting as much land as I can, so I draw the cards I need quicker, and then I have some draw cards in here. And then, I mean, it's like, yeah, you could just search them out, but, you know, it's pointless, really, in my opinion. But, I mean, this is, for 8, lets me put 13 2/2 zombies on the field tapped. It's pretty good, because next turn you can generally guarantee a victory, unless, of course, your opponent miracles a bonfire or some shit like that. But that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about running a Golgari Charm, is to regenerate. That actually isn't a half bad idea. But that's the deck, basically, for the mana. 4 Woodland Symmetries. Not exactly the best card in the world. Well, it is now, given the price hike, but I don't run any Overgrown Tombs just because they're really not searchable in this deck, because they're not basic lands, and they're just really expensive right now, 1. And 2, well, I don't want to invest that kind of money in a fun deck. But, yeah. I'd much rather just run the Woodlands, and because of all the mana fix I've got, I really don't need more duels. The only reason I run 4 Woodlands is because I happen to land around. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swamps. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forests. So 18 mana total. I mean, the deck, it gets off to a slow start, I'm not gonna lie. It's more of a mid-range to late game kind of deck. But all in all, it's really, really fun. Especially when it gets out quickly. And so, I mean, me and my teammate, we play with this deck all the time. Well, I play with this deck, he plays with his deck. But yeah, this is the deck. I mean, I'll just do a quick zoom over it. This is, again, Zombie Tokens, standard, legal, post Ravnica. I'm thinking about if I can get some Lotleths, I'll probably put those in here. But I can't find Lotleth trolls, so maybe I'll probably put 2 in here or so. But I mean, if you like the deck, feel free to offer suggestions. I mean, I may have it for trade. I know that the Gravecrawlers and the Woodlands are pretty popular right now, so who knows. Alright, that was deck. Mr. You're a Loser Duh here, and I'm out.